Tech schools are pretty important. Around the world, people are struggling with the pace of learning is sort of streaking away from policy. And many of them are exploring how can we build a space to prototype the future, a sort of a pedagogic freeport, And tech schools drop right into that category as a place where we can do it differently, do it better. Listening to your learners gives you that metacognitive boost, that they start thinking about learning differently, and they do learning differently as a result. And plus, there's a lot of them, 2.2 billion learners around the planet. So, many voices makes good ideas. So crucially, this will be different if that inversion is allowed to happen, if the voice of the learners and their teachers and their parents, their communities, their future employers, if they all are part of this, it'll storm along. What's happened at policy level that's so important is there's vision and there's ambition on the table. Then you stand back and see what the vision and ambition turns into. For a lot of kids, the unexpected challenges of STEM were closed down and appropriated, if you like, by the structures and strictures of traditional school, and they thought, it's just another geography, I'm off, But we do know when we build spaces that can respond to the excitement of the moment, rather than to the planning of last year, that's when the eyes start to burn brightly, and you can't get the kids out. Companies have got a huge amount to gain by buddying up with learning, because their future depends on their learning too. And schools have got a lot to learn by buddying up with the companies who are present in this event, because they need to ground learning in the real world. Kids love maths when it's based on something they're going to be doing in the future. Kids love English when it's part of their communication skills, and when English and maths are mashed together in a really interesting way, then they're cooking with gas. So the old days, it was, let's industry tell you about entrepreneurialism and work ethic, and schools say, yeah, well, we're pretty entrepreneurial and we're working our socks off, so we don't need that. And companies were thinking, we don't need to know about learning because we do training. We got some bloke in the basement with a filing cabinet full of video discs. Suddenly, they've both got huge amount to gain by working together. And that's why this is so important.